Hello, all. Good morning. Welcome to two-day APAC virtual BFSI Finnovation Conclave, in which we are going to see presence of policymakers, thought makers, CXO community from the BFSI sector, along with industry leaders and startup innovators. For next 2 days, we are going to discuss on various aspects of leveraging technology and innovation for the BFSI sector. What are the challenges? What are the opportunities? But for the inaugural session, we have special guests from the various states of the country. Those are policymakers, and we have a special guest from the state of UP. We have with us Mr. Samir Verma, Senior IAS Officer, who is the Special Secretary of Finance, Government of Uttar Pradesh. We welcome Mr. Samir Verma. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Pleasure. So, my first question to you will be that when we talk about the investment opportunities in the state of Uttar Pradesh, where do you see the investment opportunities are there, and what's your thought on that?
Uttar Pradesh is one of the states which is rising and which is marching ahead to fulfill the goal of the country itself. And since last few years, the government of Uttar Pradesh has come up with so many policies which may be helping in attracting investment from all over the country and all over the world. I would like to name few of them, like we have electronic vehicles policy, EV policy, solar panel policies, and investment promotion policies. We also have decided that anything which is above the limit of 200 crore, only global bidding will be there. The government is very keen day and night. We are formulating policies in the consultation of the industry's big bosses, what actually the industry is requiring, what they are looking and what they want from us. And that's why we are working on that. We especially have a setup called Invest UP. And you must be pleased that even during the COVID period, we were able to attract to the tune of around 65,000 crore investment in UP itself. And as you know, that I would like to defer this and divert this discussion towards the Union Budget 2022-23, which was presented on the 1st of Feb to the tune of around 40 lakhs crore this year. I think we are gearing up ourselves because what was the motive of the government of India to enter into the Amrit Kal, where we would like to see our country at the 100th years of independence. So we are also working at the state with that motive only. And especially that mission Gati Shakti, we already are formulating plan. Rather, we have named it at State Gati Shakti, where we are bringing all the departments which are associated with this mission on a single platform. Another very ambitious mission for us is to bring a drone policy. Very soon we will be coming up with a drone policy because it was the announcement in the central budget this year. Along with that, we are working very meticulously on the digitization of the services, especially the services which are for the public, for the industry, and for other. You might have come to know about a portal, single window portal at the central government. That is Parivesh. Its name is Parivesh. Rather, we launched it with the name of Nivesh Mitra 2 years back in Uttar Pradesh. That is a single window clearance system. And because you know that along with the holding the portfolio of a Special Secretary Finance, I am also the Registrar of Societies of Uttar Pradesh. So my department as Registrar plays a crucial role in Nivesh Mitra also. If you want to start a firm in a state, you first have to apply through that window itself. And the first step is to get the clearance from the Registrar office. First, you need to get your firm registered. So during Nivesh Mitra portal, we have disposed around 3 lakh applications till now within a specified time limit, no delays, nothing. Now, as far as the investment is concerned, the biggest part of the investment involves is the land issue. So for the first time, we are also going to digitize and map all over the state our land assets. There are so many lands which are under the proprietorship of different departments. In UP, what we have started doing, suppose there is irrigation department and they are having a large pool of land which is unutilized. We are bringing in other departments also so that the same land pool can be utilized by more than one department. So that is one thing. Second thing is that, like you must have heard about the defense corridor. So for that also, the land pooling and the land acquisition process, it has gone very smoothly. We are also refurbishing and revamping our state industrial societies, state industry. So UP, and another thing I would like to add here, for any state to attract investment, to bring in and entrepreneurs, land order situation is very important. And One who is bringing money into your state, they also want assurance that whether their money will be safe or not, there whether they will be able to earn interest and whether they will be able to earn profit on their investment or not. So all these indicators which are working together in a cohesive manner, they are making very favorable environment for the state to bring in investment. And I would like to feature here that in the ease of doing business ranking, UP was earlier at 12th rank, and now we have secured the second position in the country. In ease of living, which is a new indicator launched 2 years back by the government of India, we are also working hard in that. During the COVID period, I think everybody knows that the first unit which moved out of China, they selected Agra in Uttar Pradesh, and the production has also started in there. Film City is also coming in UP. We are not challenging Bollywood, but we will be making it own state-of-the-art film city, which will be attracting all over the world filmmakers and creative people from all over the world. Data center we are already making. Expressway UP is, have gathered a fame that being the expressway state. 5 expressways together. Two of them are already functioning and work is already on three of them. ODOP, one district, one product. This year's from the union budget, they have also come up with one station, one product kind of thing. So that is one. And you must be also pleased that we, from state of UP in the last financial year, we have been able to make business of around 90,000 crore only through ODOP. And if we talk about like SDG sustainable goals, why I am talking about all these things, because all these factors, these small steps and these small factors, they make a positive atmosphere environment for the investment attraction. Like SDG goals, one of the most important goal, the goal number 8 in the SDG sustainable goal is that financial inclusion. How you are going to incorporate large population of the state into the formal banking system and the formal digital transaction system. I'm very happy to share with you the features and the facts that during the financial year 21-22, there were more than 380 crore digital transactions only in UP. Until September, we have crossed the limit of 184 crore digital transactions. So who is saying the UP is not marching ahead? It is marching ahead. Rather, in most of the cases, we are way ahead with other states. The COVID management, like what we have done here in our state, being the most populous state, if you go by the data, if you go by the number of COVID cases and the number of deaths, we are far be it attractive policies, be it the support of the government, be it the single window system clearance, be it the adoption of technology, be it the financial inclusion, and the states itself preparedness and readiness to welcome the entrepreneurs, to welcome the industry, and to welcome the investors. We are here and we are here to push the country and we are here to give the country a positive thrust.
Giving country a positive thrust. Thank you so much, Samir Verma, for your initial insights on the overall investment opportunities. And you talked about the financial inclusion part as well. Next question was supposed to be on financial inclusion, because when we talk about investment pouring in the state, what about spending some amount of that investment for the betterment of the society, of the people who are staying in the last mile, we may say the poorer section of society? So you talked about financial inclusion. You also happens to be the special secretary of finance. In terms of planning, budget, everything, where do you see UP or the state of Uttar Pradesh is going towards for next 5 years down the line? That how can the financial inclusion can be more effective, so that the benefits of the government programs and benefits of the government allocation goes to the last mile? What are your thoughts on that, sir?
See, there are a few small examples I would like to begin with. Like you started your narrative with this state budget. Okay, since last 2 years, we are completely paperless budget. We have provided laptops and we have provided iPads to our honorable MLAs, and the whole budget is paperless. It is uploaded on the app also. It is uploaded on the site also, and everybody can see it. Even in the assembly, the MLAs, they open their iPad and they can go through the budget. So that is a paperless budget which we have done. Now, as far as the last mile, that achievement is concerned, this PFMS system and this online transaction system, are you in a better word or in a very simple word, if we say the direct benefit transfer system, at the click of the mouse, we are able to transfer thousands and thousands of crores directly into the accounts of the beneficiaries. And UP has been doing this direct benefit transfer system in many schemes and in many departments, like this Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi Yojana or the Man Shram Yojana, in which the farmers are given 6,000 rupees in a year, 2,000 rupees installment three times in a year. That is also through the this DBT system. You also know that recently the RBI and the central government, they have come up with the plan that there will be an SNA account, state nodal agency account, because in the CSS schemes in which the states are also supposed to give their give their contribution. For that state nodal agency account, that also has, we are there in UP having the female member as the head of the account. Number one. Number two, how many ATM branches are there over 1 lakh population? How many now we have come up with a with an idea of banking sakhi. More than 20,000 banking sakhis are working. Now, what these banking sakhis they are doing, they are giving you doorstep banking services at least 5 hours, 6 hours a day, 4 days in a week. 40 type of banking services, including opening of account, closing of account, FD, withdrawal, everything that is available at the doorstep in the rural area in the in Uttar Pradesh. Now, you must be also as amused by knowing this fact that the number of ATM branches, they are actually coming down in UP. Why? Because we are marching ahead towards the digital transaction. Everybody is doing digital transaction using their app, using their phone, be it Beam API or be it some other medium. We are marching ahead. Then this digital transaction, the figure of digital transaction, we already have shared with you. Number of banking branches, be it formal or be it informal. The idea is to provide them formal banking system. Take the account, take the number of Jan Dhan accounts opened in UP. Take the number of digital transactions done in UP. Take the number of ODOP products which are being made by small MSMEs in the UP, and the tune to the amount which they are doing business. 90,000 crore in a year is not a small number. And that is also, and that is possible only because this financial inclusion thing, and in a very steady and a very calculative and a very meticulous way, which we are marching ahead towards that.
You talked about the financial inclusion part, and there also I found that a lot of things have been done because of the presence of technology. All these things have been done, could have been done because of the technology. You talked about the digital transfer of money, digital transactions, ATMs going down, the number of ATMs going down, which is a good sign because the more and more people are using digital transactions. In this event today and tomorrow, there are a lot of fintech innovators who are present in the audience, also a speaker. What will be your message for them that if you want to collaborate with the government of UP, especially for financial sector, in terms of technology or digital innovation, what will be your message for them, sir?
See, this technology area, it is touching almost everyone's life in almost every sector. Even in the union budget this year, a lot of focus was on that. What we are planning, we are focusing on agri fintech. When the financial technology, uh, take education department for example, we are planning to make digital universities. We are planning to make digital classrooms and completely digital schools, especially the government schools, which are supposed to be not having that kind of infrastructure and all. We are using technology in almost all the sectors. You must be knowing that we already have started this digital library system in so many government schools. Last year, when we started this scheme of Abhyuday, where we were providing coaching classes to the poor people and the children who do not have access to the costly coaching institutes to get their dreams come true. For them, we started Abhyuday, and along with that, we started the digital classroom and digital library, where you have all the contents at a click of the button. We are focusing mostly on agriculture sector, how the use of technology along with the drone, the crop mapping, how your the transaction and when you sell your crop and when or your produce, how you are going to get that money. A small point I would like to mention here. You know that almost every state, they do this procurement on MSP of wheat and rice, and depends on what state had selected for what crops. We have started this POP system, point of purchase system, EPOP system, where when you are going to purchase or when you are going to sell your crop, at both the times you will be required to do it digitally, where your Aadhaar card is associated with our with your identity, and by that itself we have been able to stop a leakage of more than 20,000 crore, more than 20,000 crore, and more than 30,000 fake IDs of farmers which were used to doing these business of selling wheat and paddy at the government procurement sectors, that have been stopped. So that is how we are using technology in every sector. This fair price shop, this system where one country, one ration card, and from where anywhere you can get your ration card. We are working in that. We are working in agriculture sector. We are working in this financial sector. However, this data center which we are coming up in the western part of UP, in Greater Noida, possibly that will be one of the major game changer in the whole North India, because that is going to be the biggest data center. So definitely down the line, say how I look UP in the next 5 years, it's going to be brighter and brighter.
That's your take on how UP is going to look like after 5 years. I'll end with one more question: that what's your take on the future of BFSI sector in India, with special focus on leveraging technology innovation? Quickly, if you can share your thoughts on that, sir.
Yeah, future of BFI sector, I think you were talking about.
Future of banking, financial services, insurance sector in India, when we talk about leveraging technology innovation.
Right. See, as far as banking and finance
Overall,
is
overall,
concerned,
not
yeah,
only
both.
overall. As a policymaker, your thoughts on that, sir.
Yeah. See, banking, finance, or economy. These are the three things which are never going to be fade out. Because dealing with economy, dealing with budget, dealing with finance, it starts with your household, and it goes up to the level of state and up to the level of country and international level. Financing is everything. Managing with the budget is everything. Managing with the capital is everything. Technology, it has become an inseparable part of all these things, and I think the future, for not only for UP, but see, why in most of the cases I am saying that we will be giving the positive thrust to the country itself, because in almost all the programs we are trying to maximize our benefit from the central government policies. So we will not be working in silos. We will be working in coordination with the central government. So not only for the country, for the UP, but for all the states, this infusion of technology into the banking, financial, and insurance sector, that is going to be more penetrative, more effective in the years to come. The central government policies regarding insurance sectors, they are helping people like anything. Like if I say regarding myself, my example is that I ported my health policy recently last month from one of the service provider to the another service provider, because the facility is there, right? In the same way, banking sector, I do not think that I visited my bank branch. I haven't been visited it since last 6 or 8 months. I've been doing all the banking transactions on my mobile itself, and it is penetrating to the last line in the society. So this sector, it is challenging. The biggest thing is that how you are going to secure that digital transaction thing, how you are going to secure that data which is generated there, how you are going to deal with the problem of big data which is generating because of these digital transactions, and all the people log in and making their mirror images there and making their data there. So these are the issues. But as the problems come, and if the goal is clear, if the road is clear, then solutions are also there. So I think that this BFSI sector, this is the future, and nobody can deny that.
Right, right. I think the future of BFSI sector vis-a-vis technology innovation is bright, and is only going to get brighter in coming years. Thank you so much, Sri Samir Verma, IS officer, Special Secretary of Finance Department, also the Registrar of Firms and Societies, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Thank you so much for joining us in the inaugural of APAC two-day virtual BFSI Finnovation Conclave. But before we let you go, sir, we have a small token of appreciation for you. We want to present you with the BFSI Leadership Award for your role in the financial administration sector. It is our honor to recognize your efforts, sir. This is the award certificate, APEC BFSI Innovation Leadership Award. We are proud to recognize your effort for your leadership role in the financial administration domain. Thank you so much, Mr. Verma, for joining us in the inaugural. With this, we move to the next speaker of the inaugural keynote session. We have with us Mr. Amit Saxena, CTO of RBI Innovation Hub, who will be sharing his thoughts on technology and innovation for the BFSI sector. Thank you, Mr. Samir Verma. Thank you so much for joining us today. With
Thank you
this, we
so
move
much
to
for
the
having
next
me.
speaker.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Thank you.